Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Countdown to Whirl. I just usually mainly did background work today. Next month I'm beginning character work. A lot of stuff to take care of, 3 characters to do, maybe some more. I don't know. I kind of am getting close, so we'll keep you posted on that. Thank you for watching. I'll continue later. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another nerdy episode of another nerdy talk show where I feel like absolute shit tonight. Yeah, I'm not really feeling so good. I'm upset. I'm kind of bummed. And I just hope this thing can put some laughs in me because my throat feels like I just swallowed an entire lava pool from Mount Vesuvius. With that said, tonight we got trailers for Five Nights at Freddy's. We got a new announcement for our portables product from PlayStation. There was a Super Mario Direct. And we talk about that One Piece shit. Oh my god, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. I don't know if I can fucking do this. Jablonski, tell him a story. Just tell him a story while I drink my tea.
Once upon a time, there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end.
Okay, meme aside, that legitimately didn't help me at all.
Hey, you said a story. You didn't say what kind.
I like the meme. There's the laugh I need. I was gonna say, I remember how there was an internet meme with that clip, and it's just Patrick's telling the story of somebody named John. It's called The Ugly John Romero. Once there was a John Romero. He was so John Romero that everyone died at the end, and that just goes to a bass boosted clip of John Romero saying his name. Anyway, I was talking to him about the sad news about Jimmy Buffett dying. I was telling him about how he came up with the concept of cheeseburger in paradise. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look it up real quick. Hold on. I gotta tell you that this is actually a pretty cool story. What is a cheeseburger in paradise supposed to mean? Is it like easy happy he's being eaten?
Beats me.
Alright, so here's the thing. So, the song apparently is... I can't find online. Jimmy was like in the middle. Jimmy's in the middle of the ocean, right? He's
Yeah.
starving, and it's been like hours. I think he was like fishing or boating, or he was lost or something. And he's just hungry. He's been starving for like hours, and all he just wants is a mouth-watering cheeseburger. So he sees land parks his boat at the nearest stop and just runs off to the nearest place and says cheeseburger now. And that's how he got the idea. He found a cheeseburger in paradise. Simple stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, wasting away in Margaritaville, man. Oh, man. How you doing tonight, everybody? My name is Mibevan. This is Jablonski, or as we call him, Sarcasshole.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as Castle Asshole.
Always.
I found that image of Castle Asshole just recently. I had to show it to Annette.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she thought it was the most funniest shit. And she's like, oh my god. If you don't know, we have an image of friggin' Jablonski as fucking... We took Castle Grayskull. And we, I think I still have it. Hold on, let me just move this to the side here. We took Castle Grayskull and, we changed it to have Jablonski's face on it. So now it's Castle Asshole. Castle Asshole. Say that 5 times fast.
Castle Asshole, Castle Asshole, Castle Asshole, Castle Asshole, Castle Asshole.
I can't believe we did that at the same time. Where is it? There's Cruizer in a bucket. Some receipts, Katamari. Oh, there it is, Castle Asshole. Here it is, I got it right here. There we go. Right over here. Boom, Castle Asshole. Oh yeah, there's also Castle Asshole 2, if you guys are really, like, into that stuff there. There, it looks like, make him look more like a spider. It's Castle Asshole. By the power of asshole! I am an asshole! Oh my god. So yeah, the week's been crazy with death and One Piece. I am so happy I was wrong. I am so fucking happy I was wrong. Oh yeah, I should probably point out here, next week is going to be our D23 episode, where we cover Disney and all of its announcements. So unfortunately, it looks like Cruizer might not be joining us because, you know, he hates Disney. And everything it tries to do. Right, Jablonski?
Yeah. Can't really say one way or the other.
No, not you. I mean, no, Cruizer.
I don't know with him.
Nobody knows with him. That's a running joke. Cruiser has to be that one thing that's like, we should just troll him on that one there. It's like, Cruiser is not going to be on it because he hates Disney and everything it tries to do. This is why I was hesitant to ask him to go to the Moana thing. The little walkthrough thing. I'm going to check out the Moana walkthrough attraction. I'm not expecting much, but I'm expecting a leisurely walk. I heard it's okay. People are probably not gonna like it, but they're missing the point of what Epcot is supposed to be doing, what the ride's supposed to be doing, and what Epcot's supposed to be. So there's a reason why it's considered to be the best park in the world. Well, no, I think that thing goes to Tokyo Disney, but, you know. With that being said, Jablonski, what is your favorite Saw... Wait, hold on. Derpy is Best Pony is asking, what is your favorite Saw movie? I know what
I don't really bother with Saw that much.
Yes, you do.
I want to say the last one I saw, I think, was 7.
It was okay.
Really? I think that was the only Saw I've ever seen.
Oh, that's bad then. I'm partial to the original. I do like Saw 4. But, yeah, I think Saw 1 is easily the best one. Considering it has more of a short film vibe.
Yeah.
Fun fact, the guys who made Saw 1 and 2 went to my college.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they were cool. I forgot their names, but yeah. With that being said, let's talk about movies. And the first one is the movie that the kids, that like Deadpool, the kids are going to be very upset they're not going to be able to see it. That movie is Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, ho, ho, ho. ho, Five Nights at Freddy's. So, we all know the story of Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, I kind of do. For me, I was there when it was kind of new.
I'm more familiar with it.
Yeah, I know. I was there when it was not so all over the place and kind of meh. But the Five Nights at Freddy's trailer, I like how the designs look something like right out of the game.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, it does look really damn good.
Yeah, I don't really.
From what I'm seeing.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Gotta get me my water. You need to give me some more water because I'm sick. But yeah, the trailer. The trailer itself looks I like what they were covering there. It looks like something out of the game, everything there. So what's happening is these guys are breaking in, stealing everything there, arcade tokens, prizes, because stuff like that is left behind. And then the guy gets mauled by Chica's cupcake. Which makes weird sense because Chica's cupcake had never had a personality before until the fourth game. But
kind of, sort of.
What do you mean kind of?
It is animatronic, but it didn't really do much until fairly recently.
Part 4.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah.
No, I actually think it was a little bit before that. I think it was 3.
It was Part 4. Chica's cupcake was not in Part 3. Heck, Chica was technically not in Part 3. The only real
Been a while.
Yeah, I know, it's really been kind of crazy. But like one of the things that I really found weird was the structure. I kind of like how they left it kind of ambiguous that the animatronics were alive in the trailers, because you want to like please out the viewers who aren't familiar with the material, but whatever, they have to do what they gotta do. Again, I must ask this: why is Mike Schmidt bringing his daughter to this job?
It's last I understand that it's not Mike Schmidt.
Who is it?
I think it's an original character for this one.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Let me see what the movie's all about. Hold on. See your cast. Nope, it's Mike Schmidt.
Huh.
Played by Josh Hutcherson. Apparently,
we'll see how it goes.
Apparently, Corey X Kenshin has a cameo as a taxi driver. You got Corey X Kenshin and not Markiplier? Come on.
No, he's somewhere. Apparently, Markiplier somewhere in the movie, else in the movie, and so is Jacksepticeye.
I can imagine they are. I don't know.
Where I have no idea.
They don't really mention it. They only mention that guy. I don't even know who he is. I kind of fell out the Let's Play wagon for like a while now. So I apologize. But yeah, I just felt like the movie was interesting. We got to see. I know his name is Fredbear. I apologize if I keep calling him Golden Freddy.
That's how they differentiate from each of the characters.
So they are only showing the characters from the game that they started in. In this case, it was that. It was.
Kinda, sorta.
What do you mean, kind of, sorta?
Okay, so they're not doing, as far as I can tell, they're not doing any of the fun time characters.
Okay, I don't know who any
so
of those.
Chances are, as far as I can tell, this is more of a culmination of a lot of it, because they did mention in the casting, Michael Afton's going to be in this. So chances are we are probably either get teased Springtrap, or no mention of Springtrap, but a flashback.
I guess so, but yeah, they're mainly just sticking to the original games.
That shit's like
I like how they got
convoluted mess.
I do like how the Jim Henson Company is working on the animatronics.
I love that too. I think that's what is gonna make this movie really, really, really good for a lot of people.
I love the experimental nature of Jim Henson's work. In a moment, there will be going to the phones with Derpy.
Ring, 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 banana phone.
Prince Goldfish. I'm gonna see what Prince Goldfish is here because I know he has mad obsessions with this before we go into Mortal Kombat. I like the nostalgia of this Mortal Kombat trailer.
Son of a bitch.
What?
So apparently,
is it breaking news?
Not really breaking news. Not really too much of it. Just a little bit of a warning for everyone. Don't go to anything Pokemon related for pages because the entirety of the Teal Mask DLC just got leaked.
Yikes. Well, I guess that means only one thing. I guess that technically I can still play the spoiler warning, I guess. Right?
I'm not looking at spoilers. I am just putting it out there.
Spoilers. It's a mask. Mewtwo did it. Anyway, let's bring Prince Goldfish in here because he knows a thing or two of animatronics at a thing there. So I guess the skies are gonna be bright and Dorn with him. Welcome, Prince Goldfish. Your own ants.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Great. I saw you guys were you guys talking about the FNAF movie a bit ago?
Yeah, talking about the new trailer and shit, man. I
love how the Jim Henson Company brought the characters to life.
Oh yeah, they were really great. I've seen them evolve. I mean, it began as just a pair of eyes with Blumhouse, and then it just began to this.
I'm wearing my Circus Baby choker collar tonight.
Interesting.
Has a little ice cream, her colors on it.
Whatever food's you, man.
So, I love how the Spring Bonnie suit looks.
Wait.
That's, as far as I can tell, that's not Springtrap.
Yeah, I had to do a thing here with Jablonski. And I was saying, okay, I said that's Fredbear. And he's like, no, it's Springtrap. I'm like, no, it's Fredbear. So I'm like, okay,
it's the ears.
No, dude, I'm sorry.
No, the ears are too short.
Let me explain. I did do a video where I did. Hold on a second. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to my screen share right now. Let's go to screen share, everybody. Why not? Because screen share is where the screen share is at. So I'm gonna go up into my screen share right here, so you guys can see it live. This is the clip. Oh, that's Castle Asshole, sorry. So I'm going to go and show you guys.
I can't see.
Yeah, give me a moment. There we go. We're going to go to screen share right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to hide my messages, first of all. I'm going to set you right here in the corner. And now I'm going to go to the evidence, right? I'm going to go right here.
Okay.
Here to Photoshop with this image I took here. The image here is this. This is what you're claiming to be Springtrap.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry. It's not. I'm gonna show you right now.
I mean, it could. I mean, it could be Fredbear, but if it's Fredbear, where's his signature vest? We saw him with.
Dude, I'm sorry to say this, dude. I am brightening up the image right now. Look at those ears.
Ears are way too short.
Not to mention also...
Yeah, I see as Fredbear.
Not to mention also, Springtrap didn't have a bow.
Oh, well, Glitchtrap, the reincarnation of Springtrap did.
That's not Glitchtrap. That's way too soon for Glitchtrap.
I don't even know what Glitchtrap is.
You know what? It's also too soon for Vanny, but they're bringing in Vanny.
I don't know what that is.
No, they aren't.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. I don't watch crap. But the only thing, I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I just like quoting that Yu-Gi-Oh shit. But but yeah, I had to shout at Jablonski. He was like, oh yeah, it is Fredbear. Okay. I served Jablonski's ass on a silver plate.
But here's the thing.
There we go.
We're not experiencing the place before the murders. So what are they going? Are they using Fredbear instead of Springtrap as the murderer?
Dude, they're covering the first game. The only animatronics that were in it were Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, Foxy, and Golden Freddy. I know his name is Fredbear. I call him Golden Freddy at the time. It makes sense.
I mean,
if anything, Michael Afton is going to be in a flashback. Because he is confirmed in the movie.
But
I thought William Afton was
Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard's character.
No, he's playing a guy named Steve Raglan. The fuck is that?
I'm starting to think this is its own universe from the games.
Well, I wouldn't.
Because
so were the books, but then they got put into canon.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, if they're going to if this is a separate universe from the game, but only with Mike Schmidt as the only canon character, then it would make sense for Fredbear to be the suit that murdered the kids, because Freddy is the main character, and Fredbear was before Freddy, so it makes sense in a way to me. But also, I'm a diehard fan of the games, so that's just my film theory.
Interesting. You know, I want to before I take you up, I need to ask you something. Okay, you're a Chuck E. Cheese buff, right?
Yep, of course.
I need to know your quest. I have to know, considering you're a big buff, I need to know. Hold on, I gotta see if I got the right thing, because I watched this with Jablonski one time. I need to know what you thought of Galaxy 5000.
You know what? I was born the year it came out, so I did not get to see it when it first came out, but I have watched it on YouTube. And me being a big musical fan, it did catch me. I love the opening song, and I can actually do Munch's bit from the beginning.
Oh my god, you want to know something?
That's me. I took my shoes off.
You want to know something that's so... I don't know, I saw it and I thought it was the corniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
It is corny, Evan, but I'm a big fan. I got him, and the guy who does Vegeta voiced Munch.
Oh my god,
voices
I was about
Munch
to say
in
that.
movie.
You're the only other person I know who has been able to point that out. That friggin' Chris Sabat's first role was.
I got Christopher Sabat he heard me talking about it in line at the con.
What did
and he was
say?
like, "Here's a free autograph for you."
Are you serious?
He gave me a free autograph because I pointed him out as Munch.
Oh my god, I am actually very happy about that. That I've wondered what he was gonna say about that, honestly. But one other thing is that you want to know something that's really cool though. It's funny that you mentioned the first song, because apparently he had like 3 roles in it. I think he's the guy at the piano in the first song, as well as the announcer. Bear in mind, he's the voice of Mr. Munch, not the guy in the suit, but he was also a narrator, I guess.
Real?
Yeah, he did a lot.
You know...
Jablonski, do you remember anything of us watching that?
Barely.
Only the guys,
if anything.
Only the weird racist guys that were obsessed with Zoom gas or something.
Zoom gas! I want to say this, I want to tell you this, Evan. So, before I go, the CEC project I'm a part of, right now I voice Jasper, the country dog. But I'll be switching over to Chuck in Season 2.
Oh, really?
And I cannot wait to do Chuck. I mean, that kind of laugh.
I'm guessing this is a secret project, but I'm glad you're doing good, man. I'm glad you're living the dream.
It's fully we're publishing it on YouTube. We're going to be doing a Hell of a Boss series soon.
Really?
So it's wild. Thank you guys for having me. Have a great night.
Thanks. Thank you. Have a good night. Okay, dude, I'm just gonna say up front here. I just want to be saying up front, this guy went a long way. I'm really proud of that. He's happy where he is. You don't get a lot of people that are like that. I mean, like, I know you could make the argument that working at a Chuck E. Cheese as a mascot could not be the dream. It's like something that like my job compared to Disney World, where I feel like it's good, but it feels like a job. This guy, he's clearly having fun. He's having a fun time. Be like Prince Goldfish. Get shit done. Let's talk about Mortal Kombat. Now, I wanted to talk about this trailer just for one reason, and it was because it's nostalgic as shit. If you don't know, we got a Mortal Kombat trailer featuring the actor Dave Bautista, and it's nothing to set. They showed some game footage, right? But instead, the entire trailer are people running out in the street yelling Mortal Kombat. It's really not feeding you. It's not feeding you.
Not really.
Don't you remember the original Mortal Kombat commercials?
It's been way too long.
The kids running out in the middle of the thing yelling, Mortal Kombat! Alright, fuck Mortal Kombat. That was a trailer I thought was cool and nostalgic. So, Devonsky, I got a question for you.
I might have an answer.
A question. You're a guy who's known for answering questions, right?
Maybe.
So my question for you is the following. How many lounge flies can you fit up your ass?
None, because I own none.
I didn't ask if you owned any. I'm asking if you were to make a prediction, how many could you fit up your ass? Welcome to Ants, everybody.
I know, right?
Where I asked Jablonski how many objects he can fit up his ass. For me, I don't know, maybe about 5.
I don't know why you would have me answer that question, because it seems to me that you just want to talk about your little fetish.
Maybe. I don't even know.
Maybe.
I'm hoping that someone heard that it's their first time going like, oh, what's this ant show about? How many lounge flies can you fit up your ass? All right, tell me, what's your favorite pasta noodle?
Fettuccine.
Huh. I forget, what's that one pasta noodle that's like curly? It's like a corkscrew.
Crap, I can't remember.
I love that shit. My mom used to make it in spaghetti all the time. Shout out to Nikki D for being at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair and getting a selfie in front of a store that's called Soup. And he said, "Hey, look, it's my favorite clothes store." Anyway, I think we need some time to clear here because I want to hear a Cruizer on this PlayStation business.
Yeah.
Let's see if Derpy's coming on. Are you set? Are you ready to come in and ping the pong? Okay, Derpy's Best Pony is coming on here. Here we go. Derpy's Best Pony is coming on here. It's always the fun time to do this. Welcome, Derpy's Best Pony. You're on Ants.
Hello.
Hello. Jablonski, say hello.
It's been I've been able to join.
What?
So, what's up?
Nothing but my ceiling fan.
Oh my god, are you a dad? That's a dad joke right there.
No.
No, it's not a dad joke until it becomes fully grown.
Yep. Maybe it has fully grown, just went young. I mean, I got it from Teen Titans, so technically it's a teen joke, I guess. Maybe. I don't fucking know.
What bit Teen Titans? The original or the remake we don't talk about?
You don't like?
Oh, you mean Teen Titans Go? That's actually really good.
Yeah, I heard Teen Titans Go is great. It got a real good following after the movie.
How and why?
Because the movie was great and everybody.
Because because unlike a lot of people, I don't have a stick up my ass.
Yeah, everybody saw, dude.
Stuff.
Everybody saw the movie and then took a second look, saying, "Actually, this show isn't too bad."
I can't agree, but the writing should have been better.
I can't disagree with that. The writing could be a little bit. I watched a couple of episodes. I'm like, this is fine. I'm not really that. Think I can get into it, but I can see why people would like this. My only problem with that show is that was on all the time. That was it.
That was the main reason why I hated it. Every time it was on.
Really?
Non-stop marathon all the time.
Yep.
There was no variety.
Where was the variety indeed? I don't even know. I hate half the shows that are on Cartoon Network right now, except for Checkered Pass. But I'm glad they got Checkered Pass back.
I actually saw the bumpers for that one.
I know they're really good.
They are.
I like the stuff with Ed and Eddie. It brings me back to Classic Adult Swim. We'll get to that later.
I'm excited to see the new Saw movie.
What?
The new Saw movie.
What about
This
it?
will be the first one I will see in movie theaters.
Me too.
This, it just said that Jimmy Buffett is dead now. That's sad.
Mm-hmm.
No joke. My mom found out about it because she fought out of her bed in the middle of the night.
Yikes. I don't know, like,
Yep.
I was watching this clip from South Park just recently where Cartman has AIDS and they have a little benefit charity event for him. And Elton John was supposed to show up. But he's like, "Oh, sorry, Elton John was doing a cancer benefit concert, but we got someone better. We got you Jimmy Buffett." And he comes in and sings sings Cheeseburger in Paradise, except it's AIDS Burger in Paradise.
Oh, that episode was the best.
And then friggin' Cartman just shouts out, "Nobody likes Jimmy Buffett except for frat boys and drunken alcoholic ladies from the South." I'm like, that killed me. I'm sorry, that was just too funny.
It is.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god.
I'm going to be sad when the mystery Brony Theater for 1,000 ends.
Oh my god, I don't know if... Well, it's not... Well, I always said... If you saw my interview on the Brony show, I'm gonna say it's not, It won't be getting soon, but I still gotta get shit done for it. I'm gonna be moving on to a new project after World Part 2. It's been 3 years, I know, I apologize. During that time, I was learning how to draw.
I had no idea about that. I've been way too busy.
You and me both. Yeah, it's been a little bit slow, but yeah, I'm trying to see what I can get done by December. If not, I'll postpone it for another month. If not, I'll have to just shelve it for a little bit. But that's another story altogether. I'm putting as much effort as I can into it. Everything's going to be good. This is easily going to be my most ambitious project before I go into my next project, which is going to be more animated. But yeah.
Animation will take forever.
Not with some of the tools I got. Jablonski would know. He's an animator.
So, what is Cruizer doing right now? And why isn't he here?
Cruizer is probably at work. He's on his way. And he will be here soon.
Cruizer, the music pony,
Yep.
Just too busy with the music.
Yeah, you could probably, if you stay on, you could probably send him that question talking about that Hoof Rock episode that I edited for him. Yeah, did you see that new Hoof Rock?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. I find it really interesting because, Anyway, I thank you for joining us tonight. Keep on stage, man. Keep watching the chat. Yeah, you should be on soon.
Nice.
Cool.
Well, it's nice being on.
Cool.
See you until next time.
No problem, man. I love him. Thanks for coming back. Jablonski, you're the best animator I know.
It's true. I was the one that did the entirety of Lion King by myself.
single-handedly, man.
Always.
He's the one that he was the one who had the idea of putting Butthead with Beavis. And that was a good idea.
It really was.
I don't know if you ever seen that movie. It's like this old SVHS movie. It was called Baby Huey's Easter Egg Adventure. And there's this guy's these guys are breaking into a school to get Easter eggs, and this guy just is like fucking. I forget what the song was about. It's just him like saying like who painted Kermit's skin green, who told us Mercy blue, and I was the genius that put Butthead with Beavis. I don't know. It's so stupid. That's the first role Roger Bumpus did, so yeah. Anyway, since Cruiser's not here yet, I was going to save that PlayStation thing there. And I wanted to talk about that Direct that came out featuring Super Mario Wonder.
I didn't even see it.
Okay, so I'm going to go here. Here's the plot of this game, okay? It takes place in the Flower Kingdom. It's probably also mentioning this is probably Charles Martinet's last venture as Mario. They are invited by Prince Florian Schneider. Except it's just Florian. I just added Schneider there because, you know, I fucking love Kraftwerk. May he rest in peace. And God knows what, and lo and behold, darkness reigns the sky, and we get the return of Lord Wart. We get the return of Lord Wart from Mario 2.
Wow.
Yeah, he comes out of the dream state. Okay, what the fuck? I can't even hold this back here. It's Bowser. Bowser's back as a dick. He touches the Wonder Flower, and he touches this new power-up called the Wonder Flower, and turns into the castle. Bowser's a castle now. Okay, why not? That is somewhat kind of original. I mean, how else can you make Bowser be a dick? Now Mario must save the Flower Kingdom. Your characters are as follow: Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Toad, Toadette, Yoshi, and Nabbit. So the deal is, like, you play as a blue Toad, and a yellow Toad like before. All the characters play the same. It just gives the characters a choice that they want. There's a rumor saying that he added Daisy because his two daughters were fighting over who wanted to be Peach.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I don't know if it's real or not. So they play regularly, but there's also the other version for the beginners where you can play as Yoshi Green, Yoshi Red, Yoshi Blue, Yoshi Yellow, and Nabbit that won't take damage. Yoshis will have their Swallow and Flutter ability. Why not? So this game. It's a 2D side scroller, right? However,
yeah,
it actually does have some original ideas to it. For the first time in a 2D Mario game, you're given a map. It's 6 worlds, 7 areas to explore. Now, what you can do is, if you know how a Mario map goes, this time you're freely allowed to move around the map and go to any level you want.
Oh.
Like, you don't want to do World 2 because it's too hard? Skip to the next one. You still got to get enough points to get through, but yeah. So you can come back to one. Okay, that's a little fresh air. That's good. There are also some enemies that require ways to beat them. Like, my favorite one is this mummy. This giant mummy stick dude. And he has a pulley thing on the side where you gotta pull it and then unravel him. There's also some other stuff there. There's some different... They're basically doing what they did with, like, Sunshine and Mario World, where the enemies look a little different from time to time. Because of the region and everything. It's got some good stuff there. What were you going to say?
I can't really say much anyways, but...
What do you mean? You didn't see much?
No, I didn't see the freaking...
Well, you can ask me questions at least, what I saw.
What are the new power-ups?
I'm glad you asked. Number 1. The one that got everybody's attention. Elephant Mario. I think I've seen about everything when I see an elephant jump and ride Yoshi. Yes, Elephant Mario can... There's a co-op game where you can play as where you can play as any of the characters, but if you're a Yoshi, people can ride you, and yes, even Elephant Mario can ride Yoshi. And Yoshi looks really displeased. So here's what the elephant does. You have a nose that can swing and bounce attacks at enemies. You can use your nose to swing and break shit, and you can bounce your attacks back at enemies. You can use it to destroy blocks. You can also dash through larger holes. You know how Mario dashes through like the small holes in Mario games?
Yeah.
Now you can do it through wider ones. You can also store and spray water in the trunk as well, which is pretty cool. The second of the 3 power-ups is a new flower. The Bubble Flower. You can now blow fucking bubbles to capture and destroy enemies with. You can even, if you blow a bubble near them, it will draw them in, and the enemies start freaking out. You can use them as platforms. They can go through walls, and you can jump on them. It's really cool. I think bubble form looks really cool. It's purple. It's nice. And then lastly, it's the drill. Mario can drill shit now.
Giggity.
Exactly. And I like the concept, this one little interesting concept. Mario kills things by jumping on enemies, right? The drill allows you to kill enemies by jumping under them. Because you have like a drill head now. You can burrow under the grounds, the ceiling, certain blocks you can use to break. All kinds of cool stuff there. Also, the Fire Flower is back after so long. Surprising enough, I'm actually surprised it's been gone for so long. I never even noticed that. 3D Land, I think it was last seen at. You can store power-ups, again, like in Super Mario World. And you can even swap them now. So if you're the elephant form...
Interesting.
Yep. And then there's the newest power-up. The Wonder Flower. Touching the Wonder Flower. There's different color ones. Touching it will immediately turn you into LSD. Look, I wish I could say that's a joke, but it's not. You immediately go into an LSD-induced warped world of this video. I'm sorry, of the world you're in. Pipes will start moving, enemies will randomly appear, world tilts, perspective changes, character changes, forms. This power-up is just fucking weird. Literally, it goes into like an LSD-based tripped out world. It's like crazy. Then there also is the Wonder Siege, which will turn the course back to normal, and you can also use these to unlock certain courses. You can obtain them by clearing the course, or you can also do missions. Mario also has a badge system now. The badges can change gameplay styles and give the player abilities, such as the parachute cap, wall jump, the dolphin kick. You can crouch high jump again. You can grapple walls and shoot grapple ropes. You can recover from hits on lava for like one bounce. Like if you fall in lava, you can bounce back up. For one thing, like there's a ton of perks now. I do like the one badge they have there, the invisibility badge.
Yeah.
Because you're invisible to enemies, but you're also invisible to the player. I like that. I think that's a good challenge. Invisible Mario. You'd try it.
So it's basically John Cena.
Sort of, yeah. You can purchase these.
You can't see me.
You can purchase them at stores in there and through special stages. There's also some other stuff going on here. There's these in the enemies. This is the Mario thing that actually has some voice acting in it from one character, and that's the Talking Flower. Once in a while, you'll come across this little dude on the ground that's like a talking flower, and he'll make a comment at shit, and he might drop you hints on how to give you like bonuses and shit, which is pretty cute. I think he was a cute character. I like him. I like Talking Flower. But yeah, in honor of this coming out, they're releasing a new Switch Old. I know it's OLD. I call it the Switch Old. It's gonna be Mario Red, with a Mario icon in the back, and you know when you open the tray in the back to put in the cords?
Yeah.
When you open it, it just shows a line of coins, like in the first warp pipe in the first game. I think it's cute. And so far, it comes out October 20th, 2023. The Switch comes out on October 6th. And honestly, I liked what I saw. I thought it was a good they have some new interesting mechanics. I want to see where it goes, and it's a 2D Mario game. I haven't seen one fail yet, or disappoint me aside from Mario 3D Land. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think you're much of a Mario scroller guy anymore, but you know it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny quality about it. It's just a matter of, personally, I'm just not a big fan of them anymore.
That's a good way to put it. You know it's gonna do good, but you're just not gonna play it. Unless someone, like, gifted it to you or something. I mean, like, you look at, like... Again, I must also mention this is going to be Charles Martinet's final game as Mario, most likely.
I heard he's not involved in Wonder.
What?
Yeah, last I heard, he's not involved in Wonder.
Really? Is Charles Martinet in Mario Wonder? Let's see. Yeah, he's not involved in the new project. Yeah, it's going to be the new Mario voice actor. Then who's voicing him in it? Who's voicing Mario in Mario Wonder? Let's see. Because that's the case. The voice of Mario, it sounded pretty good. Who's voicing Mario in Mario Wonder? We don't know. But 2 days ago, fans are loving Mario's new voice. People are liking it. They must be keeping him pretty ambiguous.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's pretty cool. I like how it's going to be a good time seeing Charles. Peter Cullen apparently voiced Mario at one point.
Mm.
Who knows? I don't know. How big is Mario's junk? How big is Luigi's junk? Why am I thinking of Mario's junk? I need to think of something else. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about...
What are you thinking about?
Oh, fuck it. Let's just talk about One Piece.
All right. Since, Kuma's not going to be on tonight?
Yeah, he's not going to be on tonight, so we might as well just talk about the first 2 episodes.
All right.
So, when this was announced, I had to follow Cruiser's advice, saying, "Oh, don't get into the hype, do all that shit. I'm the concert cruiser. I do shit and I do whatever." But then again, Cruiser doesn't watch that stuff because he thinks anime is the work of the devil. But like, so yeah, when I was seeing a One Piece thing there, after seeing how, here's the thing, Death Note was an utter atrocity. The only thing I liked about it was Willem Dafoe as the Ryuk, and I did like the guy who played L. For Bebop, my problem was the story. So for this one, I'm like, I just don't want to do this anymore. I really don't. So when I saw more and more trailers, I liked the looks, but I'm like, nope, I can't. So then it finally came out. And of course, I'm always wrong. So, like I was saying during this prediction, like, I hope I'm wrong. I said that several times in the stream. But when I saw that, it's like, damn, what the hell? They really did good. The story's pretty nice. They abridged it pretty well. I'm only talking about episodes 1 and 2, which I'm just going to be upfront here. Yeah. The guy they got to play Buggy the Clown. Who was it? It was freaking...
I can't remember.
I know who it is. It was freaking Jeff Ward. Jeff Ward from fucking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. When I saw that, I'm like, dude, this looks like something... This looks... I thought it was Jim Carrey at one point for some reason.
I mean, you pass it. It's one of those you couldn't really tell until...
Yeah, like, he was pretty good. The effects are minuscule. Oh, look who it is. Look, Cruiser's here. And all of his Rammstein goodness.
Indeed.
We're talking about the One Piece live action remake in the first 2 episodes. Not remake, like actuation. How I'm so happy I was wrong. Cruiser didn't.
Looks like Netflix learned their lesson after Cowboy Bebop.
Well, yeah. Going back to what I said there, like when it came to the other things there, Death Note, I only liked 2 elements, and that was the guy who played L and Willem Dafoe. The only problem I really had with Bebop was the story. But yeah, I wanted to go into take Cruiser's advice this time. When I saw him, like I was not with the curse. I wasn't gonna get with the hype. I was not gonna expecting this to do good, because Cruiser thinks anime is anti-Semitic. So what I'm gonna do is like I'm going.
What the fuck did I say that?
Shut up. Anyway, okay, you shut up. Anyway, but like yeah, I was sitting there and like and like
You just got Jablonski's attention by saying that. Excuse me. Is this fitting for 2 minutes of controversy?
Okay, so no, I have something else planned for 2 minutes of controversy.
Okay, we'll get to
but
that
with
like, what did you think, Jablonski?
What with
One Piece?
With what? With I fucking love it. I am. Okay, so I am close enough.
There was no theme song, nor if there was, it wasn't the One Piece rap. So I find this to be a very low movie in there with no good intro.
Okay, Snobby Snobberton.
Thank you.
But okay, so I really fucking love this thing. I was hooked on it since like the first trailer. And
he was hooked on harmonics.
But anyways, yeah, with I think the reason why it is so good and so successful is because the creator himself was in on this every single step of the way, from design to casting to writing.
Which is good, because I know with Bebop, the guy who did the original anime and the story was also involved, but I think it was just like more or less consultant.
Yeah,
I don't think he was involved at all.
He was.
Yeah, he was, but I don't think to the same extent that Oda was.
Yeah, Oda-san was like heavily bent on making this work. So yeah, props to Oda-san.
And you've seen it too. So I can talk about this because it was an episode. It was in like the second episode. It was second or first episode. Garp. They fucking made him Scottish, and I fucking love it.
Wait, which one was Garp?
Guy with the dog hat, with the dog hat.
Oh yeah, I apologize. Pretty much, there's like so many characters in One Piece, I kind of lost track. I apologize. My girlfriend, I wanted to watch with my girlfriend. She's starting to love it. She loves Kobe.
Kobe's a badass when he wants to be.
I know. They really updated Kobe in this one. I really liked what they got here. But yeah, I want to ask you a question. You saw all the episodes, right?
Me? No.
Oh, me?
No, Jablonski. Like, because I was gonna.
No, I'm on episode 5. Oh, I just started at episode 5.
Okay, let me ask you a question here. There are 1,000 plus episodes of One Piece, and if they do continue the series, there's no fucking way they can cover all 1,000.
They aren't. What they're doing, and I've kind of noticed this too.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they're doing it, because it is daunting for a lot of people.
Yeah.
There are fan projects like One Piece that keeps up more with the manga.
Yeah.
And cuts out all the filler, which I kind of think is what they're doing with this series, is that they're breaking it down to the basic fundamentals and working and making sure it's all streamlined and works together.
Okay, so the first one is basically the East Blue.
It's the start of the East Blue. I'm trying not to go into detail, but it's like episode.
But my question is this: like, let's just say for the sake of this, Cruiser wanted to see this. If he were to watch this, do you think it would get him into the anime?
Depends. They do a lot of different stylized choices with this one. Because this is more in tune with the creator's grand vision. Like okay, so I might be treading on ground here, but the ethnicities of the actors is what he actually wanted the characters to be.
Oh yeah, I noticed that Luffy's like kind of like Indian-ish, like dark skin now. I think it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's like he's that Zoro's Japanese.
Well, I thought I saw Zoro was Japanese in the anime. Nami's pretty much accurate. Usopp's black now.
Yeah, he's always been. That was always his. That's always who he was supposed to be.
Yep. Sanji. Oh yeah.
Sanji's French.
Oh, is he really? Okay, look, I don't care. Look, I don't care so long.
That's what he's supposed to be, I think. Actually,
look. So long as they don't make him Brooklyn, have that Brooklyn accent again, I'm fine with it. Fuck you, 4Kids.
Yep.
Anyway, Emma.
No, but a lot of the other characters that we haven't seen yet, we're going to. I pray we get a fucking season 2.
Definitely.
Because of 3 characters, actually, I want to see them do. I wanted to see how they'll handle Chopper.
He's probably gonna be CG. You
Of
want to
course.
see Frankie?
Fuck yeah, Frankie.
And you want to see Brooke?
Yep.
We need Laboon for Brooke. I'm on Whiskey Peak right now, by the way. Yeah, it was a good...
Oh, you're on Whiskey Pete?
Yeah, I just started Whiskey Peak.
Nice.
Yeah. It's too bad this series isn't perfect. Look, I'm sorry. I do have complaints about this series. I'm gonna begin.
Of course he does.
I'm gonna begin with some minor. I'm gonna begin with some. Hey, Cruiser, you're the one who told me to look at the downside. That taught me to look at the downsides of something. So you can just park that there.
Good. You're growing a set.
I'm gonna kick your set if you don't stop that sarcasm, buddy. Anyway, Emma. So the first one is my major problem here, and it's kind of a nitpick. It's the sound editing. I think this may have had to do with the TV I was watching it on. I was at my girlfriend's place, but I could barely hear shit.
Yeah, okay. It has to be something on your end because I have. Okay, so my TV is, granted, it's a Walmart brand TV, the on TV.
Yeah,
it's a 4K TV.
I thought you were about to say a 4K
TV. No, it's
it's a 4K TV.
The sound is perfectly fine.
All the food are jelly donuts.
Funny enough, the only time that I really have had to turn up the volume is with Paramount Plus.
And no, well, we need to stick to this so we can go on to your 2 minutes controversy thing.
No.
But yeah, maybe I thought I saw that as more of a nitpick there. That and the story. I like how they abridge and change and take some liberties with changing the story a little bit. They did a solid job on that because they got to cover like the first season in like 8 episodes, and the first season's like 64 episodes, 50 or something. But there were some things I think they should have kept from the original, like the opening scene. I don't like how they introduced Luffy in the sinking boat. I think they should have done what they did in the anime and introduced him in the barrel. Because when I see that scene, I look at where he is now and I'm like, this kid started off in nothing but a barrel in the ocean. That and yeah, go on.
Okay, so I kind of see that as more just giving context to the scene.
Well, yeah, but like the other thing I also didn't like was basically the. I don't like how they also changed Zoro from being tied to the mast and not doing the bet with Helmepho. Where he challenges Helmepho to be tied to a mast with no food or water and see if he can live for about a month.
Okay. It was, remember, okay, so we already passed episode 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So that he kind of already did that with Axar Morgan.
Yeah, I know, but when he was approached by Morgan, he just goes up and says, we could use you on the Marines. If not, we can just I'll tie you to the mast for fucking harassing my son. Who apparently was a weird casting choice. That scene where he's in his room and he's nude.
That shit was hilarious.
Okay, there is an explanation. My girlfriend actually did go to his Instagram and he does a lot of nude pictures. I'm like, okay, I guess that's why they chose him. I also liked it. But yeah, when he's in there, he's like, okay, you can either join the Navy or I'm tying you to a mast. And he's like, fucking, I'll do it. He's like, fuck it, I'm in. But no, in the anime, he's already been there for 3 weeks with no food or water, sort of.
I think it was more just streamlining.
Yeah, the original Helmepho says, I'm gonna kill everybody in this bar, and Joel's like, no. How about this? If I can last in that thing for a month, you spare everybody. If I don't, you kill everybody. And then he takes the challenge. But this one, he's just doing it for his own thing. I know that's kind of what Zoro is, but still,
granted, you're only in 2 episodes in. I'm only 5 episodes in. I still got 3 to go.
There also is this other thing that I complained about the original is Luffy eating the fruit. Like, even in the original, Luffy just... There's no real reason he's eating the fruit. I know why he's doing it out of anger, but, you know, it's like he just opens a box and just eats the fruit out of, like, no... fruit. Why not?
He kind of just looks at it more, like, curious.
Yeah, that's when he's curious, but the other one... But, yeah, like, there's no real fathomed reason. He's like, I'm mad at you. I'm gonna eat this fruit. He just eats the fruit. I don't know what that's about. But I'm afraid to say this, my biggest complaint, I'm happy that a lot of other people are seeing this, is the acting in this is not too good.
Okay, so is it perfect with the acting? No, I do not. There are some things I kind of wish they did different.
Yeah, like...
However,
okay,
some of the stuff does work with the characters.
But, I mean, like, look at, like, example, Alvida. No, when I thought of Alvida, I'm thinking of this large, fat-ass woman that will explode at any moment. This time, she's just kind of more passive-aggressive. Like, when Kobe tells her off, she wants to fucking rip his head off. Like, clobber him. And this one, he's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Like, freaking more passive. Luffy was good. It just felt like he was kind of not as... He didn't have too much gusto. Luffy, I'm with the original Luffy, I'm expecting like a loud, carefree, enthusiastic... I don't know how to describe it.
It grows on you over time.
He did grow on me. He did grow on me.
Fucking, there's no mistaking Buggy is the best damn one out of the
Buggy.
first 2 episodes.
Oh yeah, fucking Jeff Ward as Buggy the Clown is amazing. He's
like,
clearly having fun every single second as this character.
His first interaction with Luffy is fucking hilarious.
I know,
it's like,
right?
I know you. It's like, I heard of you. Binky, wasn't it?
Yeah, so the moment when he it took a little bit thinking when he said, everybody around you knows who you are, I'm like, oh shit. My girlfriend's like, what? I'm like, he said the swear word. There is one, but no, but yeah, Luffy, and the best way I can describe it is Luffy in the anime is comparable to Pinkie Pie. Luffy in the Netflix one, the best way I could describe him is kind of close to something akin to Scott Pilgrim versus the World in terms of tone. But the one actor that I was pulling my hair out is the guy who plays Shanks. I'm sorry, I don't like him. I can't grow into him.
Was it who?
Shanks, the guy who plays Shanks.
Oh,
Shanks, I'm sorry. You can say anything you want. I can't feel Shanks. I can't grow on him. Like my biggest example, the moment. Remember in the anime when Luffy eats the fruit, how he reacts? He's panicking. He's freaking out. He's like He's like, oh God, what do I do now? And this one, he stretches Luffy. He's like, Luffy, what have you done? I'm like, dude. He loses an arm. He's like, it's okay. It's just an arm. And this one, he's trying to be more alarmed. He's like, dude, it's fine. It's just an arm. It's cool. Cool. I'm like, dude, can you fucking emote? You're Shanks. Like, come on, dude. I'm sorry. I know I can grow with the other characters, but Shanks, no. I can't follow him. I'm sorry.
I like Shanks in this one. Am I saying he's good or great? No, but at the same time, I'm personally not offended by it.
Yeah, I'm not. I like Shanks too, but I want to like him if he could be Shanks. I'm sorry. He's not good at acting in this. I don't even know who this actor is. I'm sure he's done other good stuff. But like, dude, you're playing a pretty legit character here. Please.
So, okay, and this is something that I heard was rumored, but was ish confirmed in an interview.
Oh, here we go.
Crocodile is in this season.
I don't think I've met that character yet. Remember, I've only got up to Whiskey Peak. I'm in the first episode of Whiskey Peak. They just left Laboon.
Oh, they just left Laboon.
Yeah, right after they just parted ways with Laboon. Remember, he was an iceberg once.
I think it's like he shows up in Impel Down. I think is his first appearance.
Impel Down was the last one.
Hold on.
Let me see. One Piece Crocodile. Let me see. I have to take a look at him. Whoop! I skipped by accident. Crocodile? No, I don't think I've seen him yet. I remember the guy with the giant hook hand.
Yeah, no.
So no spoilers on him. I'm sorry.
It's fine. So the rumor is that, and this goes a bit of a ways in the One Piece fandom, is that at some point or another,
yeah,
and they've kept this on the reps for a while, that Crocodile at one point was a chick.
Okay.
And somewhere down the line, that became Crocodile that he is now. And in the interview, in the live action, the actor for Luffy says that Crocodile is in the season. We just, as far as I know, I haven't seen SWAT. Some people are saying that Crocodile's in the first episode when they focus on a woman a little bit too long.
Yeah, I think so. Like they did show that, and you can see Shanks in there. So yeah, that would be interesting. I will say though, my girlfriend is excited for Dracul Mihawk.
Oh yeah, I've seen he looks badass in this.
Yeah, she was really excited for that. Anyway, we gotta move on to your 2 minutes of controversy so we can talk about that new PlayStation Portable deal. You know, the one where PlayStation's making a Switch console. We'll be right back, everybody, with 2 minutes of controversy with Jablonski.
Welcome to 2 minutes of controversy. Well, last week we didn't have anything. This week, yeah. Okay, so getting into this is that recently it was announced that PlayStation Plus is going to be raising their prices. How much? How much? Well, for the basic package, which is just what they call PlayStation Essentials, $20 for a whole year. And on one hand, like, oh, they'll hopefully work on the system and we'll work on the service and make it better and all that. This is how I see it. If I'm paying $80 for just the basics, I don't see that's worth it. And so same can be said with a lot of other people. Now with the other two tiers for it, I can kind of see them bumping up the price, but for $80 a year with no changes whatsoever, coming to the service for essential, it's not worth it. You get the choice of 3 games that you don't get to pick, online play, cloud service, and some discounts here and there, but that's very finicky and picky on what they do. And to me, that really isn't worth a lot. It's not worth $80. I can say that much. Like I was fine with paying. I was fine paying $60, but other than that, yeah, no. And this has been 2 minutes of controversy with me.
Welcome back to another Nerdy Talk Show. Hey, Cruizer.
Yeah.
I apologize before we go to PlayStation here. I heard you met someone very special today. A very special friend. You want to talk about your special friend?
My old friend Spencer Wilding from Rogue One. I rarely get a chance to see the guy because he lives over in England, and he was actually doing a couple of signings down here in my neck of the woods.
Nice.
So I made sure I made it a point to go there, and just to help him out, I did get something signed, but this is for Raul.
Oh, that's nice.
Cool.
Yeah. And the other thing, too, is that I've been showing him my punching bag videos.
Hold it.
And
I'm sorry to interrupt you. You sent me a video of his response. I'm sorry for going into this.
Yeah.
I never saw it, but if you want to, I did download it. So
if you want to play it for people, go ahead.
Want me to do it? That's what I was getting into.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So this is a video.
Yeah, sure.
So what is this exactly I'm playing?
He's basically showing me the correct stance and technique for when you're for punching in MMA.
Roll it.
Listen, I've got to correct you. So you're boxing, when you're hitting it, you're doing this with your elbows. Don't. Right? I know you're a big guy, but you got to punch it straight. It's like you're pushing your hand through a pipe. Yeah, your elbow can't come out. It's got to go through and twist. And your shoulder is going to go to your chin, like that. So it's going to be like that. And you push your knee forward towards your toes. And then your right cross is the same. Right? Your right cross is the same. So it's from here, chin down, throw the jab. See, hit yourself in the chin, in the middle. Right? Okay? Hooks like that. Uppercuts are coming up like that. All right.
That was really good. That's really cool. You got tips from him.
Yeah, I'm watching the video going, Darth Vader is teaching me how to fight.
Nice, dude. Every kid's dream.
How did I get here?
Exactly. But what was he telling you? Tell us technique.
Okay, basically, like he looks at my stance and he sees that I'm like this. Now, this is actually not the way to hold your fist. You actually have to tuck them in. Almost as if you're like holding a pipe and you're keeping your elbows in. That way, if someone goes for the ribs, you can move your arm down and block.
Yeah, it's basically.
And when you go to punch, and when you go to make the punch, you actually have to twist your fist right at the point of impact.
Yep.
Then bring it back again to the same place, like right as if you're about to hit your chin to basically help keep your guard up. So yeah, that's actually how you're supposed.
Yep. And you know about the flat technique stance, right?
Don't think so.
Okay, when I learned this from my uncle who did a lot, who basically knows boxing. Whenever you punch and do that, you do that, right? But when you punch, you don't do this. You don't do something like this. You have to have have to make sure your wrist is flat.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically it. You have to just make sure did you already know this?
I don't think so.
Yeah, your wrist should be flat. You see how mine is flat and not like this? It's not like.
Oh yeah, if I remember correctly, he was telling me to to keep it stiff so you don't like bend it to cause injury.
Yeah, it does that, and also hits your harder part of your knuckles, right? Cool, you can beat the shit out of Jablonski now, or at least know how to defend.
Oh, really?
or at least know how to defend yourself. But yeah,
I already have enough. I already had enough of that kind of nonsense for 1 week.
And he told me, he asked me if he saw any of the movies he was in recently. He asked me if I saw Dungeons and Dragons. Not yet.
He was in Dungeons.
But he said,
what was he in Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, he was. I can't remember the name of the character, but he's the monster that comes up right in the beginning.
I was about to say he's the treasure chest.
And he goes, did you see Men in Black International? Yeah. Oh, what'd you think? It had its moments. I asked him, was he upset that he didn't get called back for Obi-Wan? He goes, nah, the guy's on my resume. That's all that matters. Meaning the character of Vader.
Why did he suddenly turn Australian? I'm sorry.
No, the part of England he's from, he's Welsh.
Oh, okay.
And that's how they sound.
Oh, okay, so that's like that midway.
Mm.
Well, that's the thing, like with Australia, with the Australian accent, it sounds like some sort of Cockney British language, but that's because it is. So it's how it kind of originates,
And he was asking me, how was I doing? I told him about my book. He was very interested in it. I told him about working with Lee Tokar and his book. He was very intrigued by it, probably because he was in Harry Potter, and Lee Tokar's book is like Harry Potter meets The Odd Couple. So he was interested in that. I asked him if he had a chance to visit the parks, because he's done both Harry Potter and Star Wars. And he went to Harry Potter a few years ago, but he didn't have a chance. But the Hagrid coaster wasn't open yet. Yeah, but I did tell him about Rise of the Resistance at Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
And I said, dude, I'm telling you, they knocked it out of the park with that one. It's like, oh, really? Yeah, but the Smuggler's Run, once. That's all you need.
I think Smuggler's Run.
You just need one. They overthought it. They really overthought it. I was telling him like all the positions and what you're supposed to do. He's like, aren't you supposed to be on a ride? They made it so hard.
Not really. I mean, like, you are on a ride, but that's an argument for another day. But
I told him, like, but you do get to try blue milk. Because blue milk. Okay.
This is a video waiting. Spencer Wilding in Yogs says there's a video waiting to happen.
I would love to take him. I would love to ask him, like, what does it take to actually get you down here for this?
I want him to go up to Kylo Ren and say, I am your grandpa. I am your grandpa, or whatever they call friggin' grandparents in fucking England. I am your grampy. I don't know what it is.
Grandpappy. Grandpappy, I think it's they call.
Hold on, let me see. What is grandpa in England? What do British people call grandparents? I gotta know. Granddad. And grandmother is it's either granddad, grandpa, grandma is grandma, and Grammy. Or grandpapa. Yes, fucking go up there and say fucking Ben, I am your grandpapa. All in serious tone.
And was telling him about the Hagrid coaster and the Velocicoaster and the Born Stuntacular. Yeah. Like he wants to check this stuff out at some point. Like, so I gotta ask him, like, what does it take to get you down here?
Dude,
he'll probably tell me like,
sign Spencer into the parks, man.
He would probably go, more than you can afford, mate. That's what he would probably say to me.
Get him on this show, man. I would totally do it. We gotta get him on this show one day. I would love to see that titan of a man. I was showing the picture of him and my girlfriend and her, and I'm like, yeah, the dude's a fucking titan.
Yeah, I mean, because of his height and strength for being a kickboxer, they always have him play monsters, and he fucking loves it.
Yeah, because he looks like a monster. Oh my god.
I mean, he played one, like he played a werewolf in Harry Potter and the Wolfman.
He didn't play one, he played several, so you can just put that up there. But yeah, it was
well, I'm talking about like the Universal monsters. Like he did play a werewolf twice.
I could totally see him as Frankenstein at one point.
Yeah, I can see it too.
Yeah, I can see he has like the build for it. But now let's talk about that. I mean, like a buff Frankenstein, what the fuck? But yeah, we're gonna talk about something you sent to me, Cruiser. So PlayStation isn't a stranger to portable gaming market. We had the PSP in 2004, which was good, but it was utterly destroyed by the DS because of its demographic. Then we had the PlayStation Vita, which was also a good console. However, it didn't really stand a chance against the rise of smartphones. So look, I'm not saying they didn't find success in this market, but I feel like nobody didn't really have any real sense of desire, real fondness for the consoles. I'm sure there are, but you know what? I'm just gonna put it like this, okay? And Chris, are you sticking yourself?
Yes, I am. I'm taking insulin.
Okay, I was just checking.
I don't know if you noticed.
Okay, I was just checking. Anyway, I think, did you guys have the PSP or the Vita?
Nope.
Yes, I did. I have both.
Yeah, I know. I put the PSP. I'm like, dude. As a kid, I'm like, dude, this thing. I didn't even want one. My dad just got me one. I'm like, I could play this, I guess. And then I stuffed it in my pocket. I'm like, dude, this thing does not fit in my pocket. I feel like I'm going to destroy this thing. But yeah, it was fun. That's all I could say. The PS Vita, it was fun. I didn't play the Vita. I'm sorry, the PSP. Look, here's the thing. Like, people had them and they thought it was cool, but nowadays no one really cares for them. Maybe the Vita. I know it has fans. I can imagine why I can see why people like it. So this week, Sony released a trailer for a new product, a portable console compatible with the PS5, the PlayStation Portable Remote Player. I'm going to put a picture of this on the screen. There it is. Wait, hold on. Why isn't it showing up? What the fuck? Oh, here's why. There you go. Yeah, look at that beautiful thing there. I know you can play on your smartphones, but now you got this. You can now play PS5 games over Wi-Fi and new consoles. A Switch. This is a Switch. This is clearly a PlayStation Switch.
I'm not hyped for this. I'd rather
nobody. I can't imagine anybody would be. So here's how it is. Let's put this map down here, okay? I want you guys to put pay close attention to this, okay? So you're telling me I can, unlike the Switch, where I can get one price for a portable and a stationary console, only this time I have to buy the home console and a portable version of it too, for 2 separate prices? I'm fucking not in on
and
this.
It costs,
I'm fucking not in on this. Oh my.
And the kicker of this is that it's the same price as a fucking Switch.
I know, right?
Really?
I mean, come on, look at this.
It's just about the same price as the Switch.
Come on.
And I'm honestly, the only thing for my PS5 that I care about trying to get my hands on is the VR set, and that's more expensive than a PS5 itself.
I know, like, look at this. Like, heck, you can play PS5 games on your smartphone now, right? Like my sister's fiance, he has a PS5 himself. Like, and I see him used to see him on a smartphone playing his games on this phone. He's like, check it out, I can play it on my phone. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Heck, I made a joke when the PS5 model was announced, right? I made a joke that became viral, where I took my Switch, I put it on its side and pull out the Joy-Cons. I'm like, bam, it's the PS5, because it looks like a Switch without the Joy-Cons, only sideways. Wait, I mean, it kind of doesn't now. I don't know why it went, but apparently it went viral enough for people to agree. But like when I saw that, when Cruizer shared this, I'm like, this has to be some sort of elaborate joke. This can't be a real thing. And then I saw it, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a real thing. I have to buy... Like, I have to get... again, I must reemphasize this. Like, fucking... Unlike the Switch, I can get... The Switch, I pay one price. I can get a console, a portable system. And now with the PlayStation, I gotta pay 2 prices for the whole system, and then this. This sound like, it's like the new iToy. What the fuck? Do you know what the worst part about this is? People are gonna buy this. People are gonna buy this.
Yeah. Oh, and so
because they're fanboys. Like, really?
Yeah.
Cruiser, you
it's kind of like how people will. It's kind of like how people now are going on about with the PlayStation Plus stuff. Some people are just sucking up for the price, or they're taking advantage of stuff while they can. And after I canceled mine, I decided, you know what? Screw it. I got I upgraded my Nintendo Online to the expansion pack.
Oh, you gave in. I want to get it. But yeah, Cruiser, what do you think of this? What was your thought when you saw this?
Like you, I just kind of thought, is this for real? Just because I thought Sony was just done with portable consoles. Now, technically, as Jablonski said, it's not really portable. You can only use it in your house when to play off your own PlayStation 5.
Like,
so again,
which honestly, I don't think is a bad thing, especially because my fiance plays games on. She puts her Switch into my Switch dock, so she can play her games on the big TV. Instead of me having to wait for her to be done, I can just get the little thing and just go do 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 do.
The other thing too is that the controller pieces for the side, they don't look very durable.
Yeah, and they also look like they're
it could
console there. Like, again, you could play a PS5 game on your smartphone. Why is this a thing? What was that thing that Steam released recently? The stream.
Hold on, I wouldn't go. Do you really think that? I don't know if I could play Resident Evil 7 or 8 on my smartphone.
I think it only works on certain games, I think, but it's still. My point is, like, you know what I mean. There are some games you can play mobile on your phone. I think. I should ask my sister's fiance about that when I get him the chance. But like, yeah, like, I'm sorry, like, it's one thing to be a fanboy, but there's no way if people are gonna buy this and it becomes mass produced because of it, like with the PS5, I'm gonna be disappointed. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Well, I don't know, Evan. I mean, people did buy into Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel.
Well, yeah, but like, still, here's the thing with here's the difference with the Galactic Star Cruiser, though. People did leave positive reviews. They just didn't have that many reservations. But like, the point with this is, like, there's too many limits. Like the Switch, I don't even need Wi-Fi to play it. This one, you need it. It's like, you want to play your PS5 in the other room? Have fun. Oh, wait, you have to go visit your grandma? Oh, I'm sorry. Your grandma doesn't know what Wi-Fi is because she thinks it's the scourge of it's anti-Semitic. So you gotta leave it here. You know what I'm saying? I could go down the street.
That was grim, dude.
I could go down the street. I could go down the street to the local McDonald's and play my Switch. Well, wait, no, I'm sorry. McDonald's has Wi-Fi. I could go to the park. I don't even have a park here. I could just go to a vacant lot, and I could play my Switch. But no, this one I can't because there's no Wi-Fi.
Then proceed to get mugged.
If there's a mugging in Davenport, I'm going to be kind of surprised. Not because that there was a mugging, but the fact that someone went to Davenport to mug somebody. My God.
I mean, I'm hoping that perhaps maybe there's some other feature that we don't know about, or something that wasn't revealed that will kind of explain things. Just because, honestly, with the way, and I hate to bring this up, but the way the economy is, people's spending limits are, getting tighter.
Yep, they are.
Yeah, history repeats itself.
I mean, it's one.
I mean, yeah, this has happened before, but it's still like a modern age.
It's one of the things that concerns me about the touring music industry. I mean, with the price of gas going up, so many bands are not going to be able to tour. It's getting more and more expensive to tour. Anyway, I have something here I'd like to unbox.
Oh my God, you got a boxing thing you never... Did you tell me about this? I forgot.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
Is there a string in there?
A secret string!
A string in... No, if you remember, I was becoming a big fan of Coheed and Cambria, and they had these 3 different masks for sale from their story, and I missed out on one. Well, I managed to get it.
Oh, mask. I did recently find an image of you wearing a Jason mask. Is that also Coheed and Cambria, or was that another thing?
It was probably Coheed and Cambria because it looks like a Jason mask.
Hold on,
but
see if I can find
don't
it.
actually own one.
Before you open it, let me just find the image real quick, and I'll bring it up so people can see what I'm talking about. What the fuck? Oh, that's that time I AI'd Michael Jackson eating pancakes. I know it's in here. I apologize. There it is. Yeah, I'll bring it up to the screen so the kids can see it. Look at him. He looks adorable. You're looking right at it with that stance. It's really cute. It's covered in blood.
Yeah, I believe it says "Call Mom" on the mask, which is appropriate considering it's for Jason.
Correction, it says "Call Mother," but I hear what you're saying. Go on.
Okay.
Sorry.
So anyway, okay, because the thing with this mask was that they took it off their merchandise page, and I was so pissed off because I could not find it on anywhere on the internet. However, I went to my Spotify. I go to their page, and it says items for sale. I'm like, wait, there's the mask. For whatever reason, they moved it to their Spotify Shopify page, and I just bought it, and it was good because considering 3 days later they took that down. So anyway. Oh man, this thing is big.
Oh, I don't know where it begins and where it ends, but nice.
Looks like a cup.
Really, because of my position, it looks like a giant computer mouse. Cruiser's suddenly turning his bedroom into Pee-wee's Playhouse.
For me, it looks like a racquetball racket.
It's like a shovel.
Yeah,
it looks like the lacrosse thing in the first Tron movie when they're playing lacrosse. Only time down.
Yeah, but this character is called, I'm trying to pronounce this here, Candelaria.
Candelabra?
Candelaria.
Cool, I'm calling him Kyle. Anyway. It's like candelabra. It's like candelabra. Oh, they call him Candy for short.
And the thing, too, is that this character, or at least the outfit he wears, is like pure white with like some gold lace around the edges of the gown.
You got some fucking.
And part of me is. So, well, part of me was thinking actually of a Celestia crossover cosplay with this thing. Because this thing is just enormous. You can tell because I'm still struggling to open it.
Dude, from this way here, it looks like one. I saw the white part. It looks like the unknown. Like an unknown.
Jesus.
Dude, look at that front there.
I
That
mean,
visor looks like something from like the Jedi Temple or something like that. So don't just stand there. Put it on. And I'll get a picture of you.
All right, take off the headphones then.
Do it, man. Yeah, I got you in the Jason mask. There you go. Congratulations, you look like a cyber pharaoh.
Yeah, fix the straps.
So
This is what happens when you have a fat head.
This is what you got, Cruiser. I'm collecting helmets. You're collecting masks. I like that like kind of like contrast.
Come on, clip.
Does he look like
come on.
Jablonski, when is he gonna trust in the heart of the cards?
I don't know. Whenever he gets around to figuring out how to put it on.
You see, this is why I collect helmets. You just put it on your head and then it's easy. For the most part, unless there's like multiple parts, but I know what you're saying. You want me to put on the technical difficulty screen? Hey, he's already on his back. He's on his back now.
This is good TV, Evan.
This is the title of the episode. Cruiser puts on a mask.
Shut up, dude. You're screwing up my aim at this thing.
Harold and Sulu put on a mask.
That's what he said.
Harold and Sulu put on a mask. There it goes. Yeah, there you go. Let me just get a picture of that metal shit, man. Yo, Slipknot. There you go.
And if anyone's curious, yeah, you can see through the cross here.
Yeah, let me see that. I think it looks like the Jedi Temple guards.
And this looks like a piece to collect birth control pills in.
It's useful. Maybe not.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It does. Or maybe it's the Royal Guards. Let me see. Royal Guards.
This thing is enormous.
Yeah, it looks like that. Guards in Star Wars. Let me see. Yeah, it has. I think it has the same it has a similar visor to Palpatine's Royal Guard, only without it doesn't have like the cross. It's like a cross. Maybe I don't upside down. Maybe that's supposed to be on your torso.
I don't think so, because this is how it looks in the box.
He looks like Jamonsi, you can't see this. This guy looks like he just fell out of a Star Wars game.
Kinda.
Does it have that sash? Does it have that sash in the back?
No, that's from the character's costume.
Oh.
But I can tell you that the book,
or their story, is a space opera.
Is what?
So maybe that has something to do with it.
Is what?
A space opera.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, I can understand having some Star Wars, it being Star Wars related.
I mean, how does this look upside down? Does it look even any better?
It kind of would work if it had like an open space. It might look like something. It looks like a giant smiley face with a single eye.
take a picture of this.
Okay, cool. He looks like the lip dude from Black. He looks like lip dude from Black Panther 1.
Kind of does.
The guy with the plate in his mouth.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
But the thing is, though, is that there's really no way to display this thing. I'll have to just keep it in the box.
There is a way, but you have to get something to hold it up. You have to you can get a wall hanger and like wrap it around, or you can get. Oh, I know what you can do. Hold on, get a mannequin head. Get like a styrofoam mannequin.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. That works.
Mannequin Skywalker. Hire Hayden Christensen. He'll stand in your room. Yeah, there you go. Just hire Hayden Christensen. He'll just stand in the corner of your room for the rest of his life, wearing that mask. You'd be there like, hey Hayden.
I like that. That's good fun though. Mannequin Christensen.
Mannequin Christensen. My God. Yeah, thank you, Clerks, for that one.
So yeah, I can now say that I own all the Amory War masks. Cool. Now, to get this bitch signed.
Now you just gotta collect all the set. Now all you have to do now is collect all the masks Slipknot wears.
There's so many different variations of that thing, or of those things.
Well, there's variations of Mandalorian helmets, and I have 2 of them. There's like 3 versions of Boba Fett's head. One of which is the most expensive one on the market, and that's the original beta version, which is just the white one.
Oh, but speaking of Star Wars, going back to my friend Spencer, because my brother has started becoming fascinated with Star Wars, for his birthday, I got him, the guy's autograph from his web store,
Yes.
but it's supposed to come with a picture of him signing your item to help prove its authenticity. But he forgot to include that. So what he did instead is that he recorded a shout out for my brother.
Nice.
Yeah, free of charge too.
Oh, has your brother been watching Ahsoka?
That I don't know. I know he's been watching the movies.
Oh yeah, props to my dad who's spent this whole year with the goal of watching every Star Wars content in order. He's now I think he's either finishing or in the middle of Resistance, which leads into the sequels. But like, yeah, Ahsoka is really good. If they do it, the one thing is, if they reveal who this one Masked Jedi is, if it's who everybody hopes it is, that might actually fix some things in the sequels. But yeah, if they bring in Galen Merrick and make the Force Unleashed canon, I'm going to be I already told my dad, like, I'm going to be screaming into a pillow. But yeah, bottom line, Ahsoka's really good. Jablonski, you been watching it?
Yeah, I kind of dropped it after the first episode.
Really?
It's just something that I couldn't really get into. Like, I tried.
You did? Wait.
But I'm just not that huge of a Star Wars person to really get into the show.
Whatever you want to do. Yeah, whatever your opinion is. But yeah, my dad.
I'm not gonna say it's bad or anything because again, it's just.
I don't know how you could say. Everybody's been saying it starts slow, but it's really good. It's like they're hoping it's leaning towards being the new Mandalorian right now. Especially my dad got into it. I like how my dad, when he first saw the Clone Wars, he started with thinking like Ahsoka's kind of, I'm not really getting into Ahsoka, and now he thinks she's the best. She's now officially his favorite character. That's why I got him that autograph, which in Cruiser's words is one of the best signatures he's ever seen.
Indeed, I say that with no hyperbole. As someone who, as you can tell, has a lot of signatures, placements and the way the ink comes out, like all this matters.
It's like
to collectors.
The best way to describe
it. And she somehow nailed it on the first shot.
Well, I mean, she's signed millions, but I know what you're saying. But here's the best way to describe it. You know that when you take a piece of construction paper and there's that first cut into it with a pair of scissors?
Yeah.
It's like that. That's the best way to describe the autograph. It looks and feels so satisfying. I put it on like the collector's thing and like, oh my god, that looks so slick.
It does. It really does.
I don't know whether it was the line work or it looks like an auto-penned autograph, but it was signed perfectly.
The other thing too was the color choice. She signed it with an acrylic Sharpie that was blue, which really made it pop out.
Mm-hmm. And if it were
because one thing that people don't realize when you get toys signed, when they're still sealed and they sign it with an acrylic Sharpie, and you get like a good stream of ink, it almost creates a 3D effect where the signature is just dangling there, the toy's in the background, and you don't even notice the plastic, the plastic window.
The sad part, the only downside to it is she signed so big. If I were to have gotten Rosario Dawson's autograph, I don't know where else to put it. If she comes to MegaCon next year, I gotta get the other side, her to sign the other side or something.
Hopefully we'll find out soon because MegaCon is early next year.
Yeah, I know. I already got my hotel. Me and my girlfriend.
When is it?
February 1st to the 4th.
Well, shit.
And speaking of signatures, Brony went to Everfree Northwest, and I was so bummed that I couldn't go.
Sorry.
But I asked him to give me a couple of signatures, and which he did. These are from the G5 cast. Let's see here. This is the Queen to the Pegasus sisters. And Anasani, the new voice of Izzy Moonbow. And I had her put down her first quote from the movie. Hi, new friend. G5 is not, as good as G4, but the character interaction does have a place in my heart.
The colors look nice. It's like the colors look nice.
The characters look like they're made out of Nerf material.
I know, right? It's kind of like when you look at like it's like I think Jablonski knows exactly what I'm talking about. The original G5 movie, The New Generation, is like the animation in Stardust Crusaders. The new 3D animated G5 movies, it's basically Diamond is Unbreakable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Nikki's here. What's up? So Cruizer, is collecting masks gonna be your new thing?
Probably not, just because these were for a story and they're collector's pieces.
So are mine.
And
oh my God.
Well, okay, but you said masks. I took that as to mean masks in general, as a whole. These came from a band's merchandise store. No, not really. Part of me does want to see if I can act about making a cosplay of this character, Candelaria,
That would be
and
awesome.
possibly have it be like just because I never made a cosplay before. Part of me thought about doing this character mixed with Princess Celestia as some interesting crossover, and then just also see what people's reaction would be when they see this thing, because I'm not quite sure just how many people in the Brony fandom are familiar with Coheed and Cambria, which, by the way, the video for that about my fascination with them is done. It's ready to go. It just needs a title card or a thumbnail. Take your pick. So, Evan, you will be getting that for me tonight.
But you're giving me a what now?
The video about my fascination with Coheed and Cambria.
Oh yeah, of course. I can get that up online like Tuesday if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dude, I'm on Facebook Marketplace right now and someone's selling a chicken sandwich for $15.
I believe it.
Have you ever shopped there?
So I believe it. Shop, no. Sold very little. I out of all the things I put on Facebook Marketplace, very few of them have actually contact me and say, hey, do you still have this for sale? I mean, I did make a few sales on there, but
I was thinking about browsing there once in a while. One of my friends recommended it.
One place I've been checking out is this web store called Mercari, or Mercari, I think it's pronounced.
Oh, I've seen that one.
And my friend recommended
this.
Oh yeah, I gotta tell you, my friend, he was on this website, right? This garage sale website.
Mm-hmm.
The guy found the Millennium Falcon Lego set and he got it for $50.
Well, damn.
Wow.
If you guys don't know, the Millennium Falcon Lego set goes for like $800.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he got it for $50. Like, I don't know what fucking, even before everything happened here, I don't know what fucking inflation bullshit happened to Legos, but jeez.
Oh no, Legos have gone up in price. There's no way anyone could possibly make their own Legos nowadays.
I mean, it's not like the recipe to make the stuff is just floating on the internet. I don't know.
Man, yeah.
Or there's some sort of mechanism, sort of machine that could print out Legos.
Or you can go to the candy store and get one of those little blocky things. Or maybe there's this one other product there that's a mega product of some kind. In a block-like form. Okay, you know what? Yeah, okay. You know what? I take that back. Mega Blocks fucking sucked.
It's like, it'd be strange too because discontinued Legos can be printed out, can be made now at home for free.
Dude, I have like all my Legos still, my old Legos still in my attic right now, and as well as a separate thing for Bionicles. I'm wondering, do I have like a fucking gold mine up there?
I got rid of my Legos and Bionicles decades ago.
Oh, I kept mine very much.
Mostly because they started breaking.
Yeah, my dog chewed on some of them. My dad and my stepmom were bored, and they went through all of my Legos. It took them like a week or two to go through every single one.
My uncle does Legos, which is funny because I do Gundams and he does Legos. I'm a lot more like my uncle than I thought.
Evan, I'm sending you a picture of the Candelaria character. This is what the character looks like on the messenger, and why I thought it would be appropriate to do some sort of a Candelaria Celestia crossover cosplay.
See something like that. That'd be pretty cool. You'd have what I would do if you ever got a second mask, you could probably like decorate it with like the rainbow hair in there to like blend in with the with the gown in the back. You know what I'm saying?
I thought about just getting a wig the same color as Celestia's.
Well, here's the thing. Like, you see that little gold dot there in the middle?
Yeah.
You could put it like her cutie mark in there.
I can see that.
Or like burn in there, like have the colors like on the outside, like on that white ring there. That like here's how it goes. You start the colors inwards. The gold part is the crown, and there you go. And it kind of like flows back there because like Celestia has the flowing hair that can kind of make the hair look like it's flowing in there. If I could see a Celestia thing there, I would get a second mask if you can. How much was that one?
With shipping, we're talking like $130.
Yeah, it seems reasonable. Well enough for a mask.
Especially one this big. Dear Lord.
I mean, a typical mask for my thing is like about 130. For a helmet, it's like 130 or something like that when I get it. I mean, the Star Wars helmet there for the Rebel pilot I got at Galaxy's Edge for like $60. Which, yes, is cheap. You can take any argument you want and shove it up your ass. It is a cheap price. Discount or not. Oh, yeah, I want to tell you, I went to the Tron store a couple weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to see... And as you know, I'm trying to get the motorbike helmet, right?
Yeah.
I brought my Cyberpunk visor with me. Because I said, can I wear this in the mask? And lo and behold, I was able to do it. Like, I asked my sister, like, can you see it inside? And she's like, yes, it looks fucking cool.
So, how much is it?
$60.
And I assume you still get was that with your discount?
Yeah, it's a discountable product. The other the backpack and the disc didn't come with the discount because it's kind of like with the program maker and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody says it's kind of weird, kind of sucked, but I really didn't really care much for it.
Let's see here, and we also have Mare Fair coming up here at the end of the month, the new Orlando PonyCon.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
And and my panel got approved.
Cool.
So I gotta I gotta do. I'm going to be doing Hoof Run Live, the MLP movie soundtrack. And Brony had his Hell Through Harmony panel approved. The live stream we were going to do with Matt Hill had to be pushed back because he sadly was going to a funeral as well. God, there's a lot of people dying these days.
I know. Jimmy Buffett, fucking Harley Quinn, fucking Pee Wee Herman. We have a lot of things. Don't you just hate like when you're when you go into like friggin' like you look at like the people of your generation now going down.
Mm-hmm.
Jablonski, which image did you like on Facebook?
The Here Come the Grannies.
Yeah. Okay, Cruiser, hear me out, okay? You know the grannies and Bluey. Okay?
You've made this suggestion to me.
Bruce as Bluey's character. Mia's been going you as fucking Muffin's character. We'll get you the rascal and everything. You could be a dick.
Why not? I'm already fat. Let's do it.
No, you can totally do it. You could be
$500 and 2 lollies.
Oh yeah, that was fucking savage. It says 300.
She's going places.
She
going.
Grabs it and throws it up there. I'm like, that was just fucking savage.
She's going places in life. Probably politics.
Oh yeah, Jablonski, can you tell me about the whole lawn dog thing?
The what?
Apparently Bluey has their own derpy thing in it. It's like long dog.
I don't know it entirely. I've heard murmurs, but I've never really looked into it.
There's like long dog.
It's like an Easter egg sort of thing.
Like a highlights magazine kind of deal.
Maybe. But also, we're probably going to expect another death before the next episode. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The singer of Smash Mouth.
I guess the world did roll over him.
Ouch.
I'm sorry, dude. I know you're the asshole, but I can't make jokes at that. I'm sorry. That's one of these things where I just can't.
It's a real shame. I never got a chance to see them. But they, I know the guy hated being known as the Shrek band, but that's how they marketed themselves. They didn't do it wasn't just Shrek. They did like a bunch of commercials as well.
And
So now they basically became
They
so
were a mystery men at first.
Yeah, sadly.
So
yeah. And so they basically became a meme band. Now, I'm sorry that happened to you, but that was how you marketed yourself. But I guess nobody really saw that coming. I mean, it's not like anybody sees something like this coming. But now we know, like, it's coming. Because
we kind of figured, we didn't know it was this bad. We did know that when he stepped back a couple of years ago, it was for health issues. We just didn't think it was this bad. But at the same time, though, too, from my understanding, he really went downhill after he lost his son.
Yeah, as anybody would.
Like, I'm not gonna say Smash Mouth is the best band, but like when I heard they were still together, I asked my dad, like, Smash Mouth is still together? My God, he's clearly gotten. We actually did I think in one episode of Ants this year we did talk about Smash Mouth.
I will say this though, with Smash Mouth, I'm not going to say they're good. I'm not going to say they're great. However, to deny the cultural impact that they have on us in the early 2000s is ignorant at best.
Yeah. And now
here it is. I have it right here. This was on June 19th, 2022, where they got they were actually do acknowledge this, that Steve Harwell retired due to health issues, and their new singer is Zach Good.
Though they recently did I don't know how, I think it was like maybe a year or two ago, they re-released All Star with Owl City.
That's pretty cool. And
it was actually really good.
They even released a single of a Rick Astley song. Do I even need to say which one it was?
The Final Five?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Never gonna thought.
Sorry, Devon, can you tell me that one more time?
Rick Astley released a new song.
What was it called? Give Up?
No, hold on.
You're delaying.
Because I saw it a few times on TikTok.
You're delaying our Final Five. Fuck it. You don't want to know something?
Never Gonna Stop.
Okay, Never Gonna Give You Up sounded weird. Now that one just sounds stalkerish after that song, but nah. No, Ricky. You want to know something else, Jablonski? You want to know something else that's gonna make you really kind of mad? Your first go.
What? Okay. Nothing's really changed. I'm in school. I got work. Doing bits and bobs here and there for stuff, and just trying to get things taken care of before the real kick of the holidays comes upon us. And that's really all I've been doing. Recently, I went to a Pokemon tournament, got first place from a goofy deck that I found on TikTok. And yeah, so there's that. Anyway, kids, remember, have a great Labor Day. And remember to drink your motherfucking drugs. You're going to need them.
Why?
Why what?
Fuck it. Anyway, let's go on to the next one here. It's Cruizer. Go.
All right, I'd like to thank everyone who watched the new Hoof Rock. I kind of wish people would leave more comments, but beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. But I will, as I said, I will be releasing my fascination with Killweed and Cambria video. I plan on recording my panel at Mayor Fair, and the next video will be from Traveling Arrow for continue our thoughts on G5. And after that, I should probably make a Park Geeks video I have, content or video sitting around for alternative attractions. It's probably time to make a video on that. Which one? Maybe Alcatraz. But we'll see.
Alcatraz the ride, man. If they can make one out of an earthquake, why not? And as for me, I really don't have much I could say here. But I appreciate you guys looking in there. I want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. Next week is going to be a very special episode. It's going to be our D23 episode, which means Cruiser's probably not going to be in attendance because, because, he hates the Contemporary Resort. Amongst other things, but I'm not like, no, if he wants to join in, he wants to join in, and all that stuff there. My name is, Kuma's not here, so he won't be doing quote of the week, so all I can say is, sit there, eat your vegetables, and blow Cruiser.
Oh my.
Jablonski, shut up.
It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. End it right.
My life is a bacon-wrapped hell on earth.